So I decided to do a little rundown of the somewhat infamous Lrego PS4 controller. This, unlike some of the Ori accessories, is a unlicensed PlayStation 4 controller. Now, I decided making this little video because there's not really a whole lot about the Lrego controller on YouTube, so I thought I'd just chip in, do a little rundown of what the controller looks like. I mean, as you can see, it is very much in the same shape and form as the PlayStation 4 controller, the classic, the two analog pads here, the same cross, circle, triangle, square button, a options button, a share button, of course, the home button, the D-pad also has the two triggers. Now, one thing to consider is that this is just a button. It's not a touchpad. I mean, it looks cute, it looks fun, but it's only just a physical button. So if you're kind of expecting to get a touchpad, you're going to be disappointed because this, as you can see, it's just a regular button. Also, another thing to consider, it's wired. Use a USB charger. You just slap this on the PlayStation 4, hit the home button, and it should work. So, what do I honestly think of the pad as it is? And is it worth the cash? In a way, yeah, it is. I mean, you can find one of these controllers for roughly 20 euros on eBay. Which again, it's good, sturdy. I mean, I love the rubbery texture here on the grip. It actually makes it feel very comfortable, which is a plus. But of course, there are some obvious disadvantages. Like I said, it is wired. While the cable is fairly lengthy, you obviously have all the same shortcomings as a regular wired controller. And once again, if you're using a game that uses touch functionality, this is not going to work. The only other thing that you also should take in mind is that if your PlayStation 4 has a firmware that is 5 point and over, I've seen people have issues with the controller where it stops randomly working. As a matter of fact, because of those issues, this controller was apparently delisted from Amazon. I mean, you can go to Amazon right now and the product page is still up, but there's no sellers. What you're going to need to do is most likely get a new firmware update for this one in order to work on PlayStation 4's post the 5.5 version. And apparently it's pretty straightforward. You just download the software that's directly linked on the Amazon page. Then you run the app on your computer, and before you insert the PS4, this pad on the PC, you press the home button, and then you insert it on the PC. The firmware will start to do its thing. The pad will be updated, and you can, start playing without those pesky issues. So, on and on. If you're looking for a budget controller, you could do a whole lot worse than the Lrego PS4 touchpad. Sorry, the control pad. If you want something that looks very similar to the PlayStation 4 controller, and if you still think the Hori Gamepad Mini is a little pricey, this is probably a good choice. I personally recommend it.